Hello everyone and welcome. Have you ever noticed how two people can look at the exact same situation, experience the very same event, but walk away with completely different conclusions? Think about it: a rainy day in New York City. One person might gaze out their apartment window and exclaim, "Wow, what a beautiful cozy day, perfect for a warm coffee and a good book." While just down the street, another person might groan, "Ugh, not again, more traffic jams, slippery sidewalks, and delays on the subway." The rain is the same, isn't it? The difference was not in the rain, but in how we perceive it. This is not magic, it is the incredible power of our mind is filter. Our brains process everything through an invisible lens, and we often mistake what we see through that lens as absolute reality. But the truth is, we does not see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. Our minds come equipped with these filters that interpret way and present information to us in a specific, often predetermined way. These filters are shaped by our beliefs, our biases, and our emotions. Imagine your mind is a high-end camera. If the lens is clean, your photos will be crisp and clear. But if that lens is smudged or dirty, no matter how breathtaking the scenery, your picture will come out distorted. The real game changer isn't the scenery, it is the lens. And in life, true transformation begins when we change our lens, not just the scene around us. Today, we are going to dive deep into understanding these mind filters, how they are formed, and most importantly, how we can clean them, adjust them, and ultimately master them to unlock clearer thinking, better decision-making, and a more fulfilling life. We will explore practical strategies and examples relevant to our everyday lives here in the US, from navigating online information to making career choices and understanding our relationships. Part 1: Understanding your mind filters, beliefs, biases, emotions. These filters did not born overnight. They are slowly, subtly constructed over years, starting from childhood. The messages we repeatedly hear, the experiences we have, the cultural narratives we absorb, all of these lay the groundwork for our belief systems. These are deeply ingrained convictions. For instance, growing up in a society that often glorifies individual achievement, you might internalize a belief like, "If I am not constantly busy or successful, I am not good enough." Or perhaps money is hard to earn or networking is essential for success. These beliefs then steer our perceptions, making us selectively notice things that confirm them. Consider someone who believes networking is key. They will actively seek out events, see opportunities in every casual conversation, and interpret introductions as valuable steps forward. Conversely, someone who believes my hard work should speak for itself might shy away from networking, potentially missing out on connections, and then interpret lack of career advancement as unfairness, reinforcing their initial belief. These are our mental shortcuts, our predispositions. One common bias is confirmation bias. We seek out and favor information that confirms our existing beliefs. If you already think a certain politician is untrustworthy, you will likely pay more attention to news articles or social media posts that highlight their perceived flaws and quickly dismiss anything positive as fake news or spin. Think about the polarized political landscape. People tend to consume news from sources that align with their existing viewpoints. A liberal viewer might exclusively watch MSNBC while a conservative viewer tunes into Fox News. Both believe they are getting the truth, but they are often just reinforcing their own biases, leading to less understanding across the divide. Our feelings color our reality. When you are feeling joyful, even a simple commute on a busy highway can feel like an adventure. But if you are stressed, that same commute becomes an infuriating obstacle course. Emotions can turn an objective event into a subjective experience, instantly framing it as good or bad. Imagine you have had a tough day at work, maybe a project did not go as planned, or you had a frustrating meeting. On your drive home, someone cuts you off. Your emotional filter, already strained, might make you instantly angry, thinking everyone on the road is so inconsiderate. On a good day, you might just shrug it off. The external event is the same, but your internal emotional state dictates your interpretation. Part 2: Breaking free from the trap, the power of awareness and slow thinking. So how do we begin to clean these lenses? The first and most crucial step is awareness. It is about pausing and asking yourself, am I truly seeing the full picture, or am I just looking through the spectacles of my own assumptions? Your friend does not return your call for a day. Your immediate mind filter might jump to conclusions: they are ignoring me, they are mad, they do not care about me anymore. But if you pause and activate awareness, you might think, hold on. Is that truly the only explanation? Maybe they are busy, maybe their phone died, maybe they are having a family emergency. This pause allows for other possibilities to emerge. Sometimes breaking these filters can be uncomfortable, even painful. These thought patterns have been with you for years, providing a sense of certainty even if it is a false one. But when you challenge them, you move from merely reacting to situations to thoughtfully responding. If someone criticizes your work, your initial reaction might be defensiveness. They just do not understand. But with awareness, you can pause and ask, is there any truth in what they are saying? Is there something I can learn from this feedback to improve? This shift from defense to reflection is powerful. It is about seeing things as they are, not as you think they are or wish they were. Our brains are constantly trying to construct meaning even when there isn't a clear answer. If you do not receive an expected text message, your mind might instantly create a narrative. They saw my message and chose not to respond. While the simple truth might be they just haven't checked their phone yet. This brings us to a powerful tool, the question habit. Most people chase answers. What should I do? Who is right? How can I achieve success quickly? But truly great thinkers understand that asking the right questions is half the battle. Your mind is like a powerful search engine. It will find results based on your query. If you ask, why am I always struggling financially? Your mind will generate a list of reasons. The economy is bad, my job does not pay enough, I am just unlucky. But if you ask, how can I improve my financial situation this month? Or what new skills can I develop to increase my income? The same mind will start finding solutions and opportunities. Why? This pushes you to the root cause. Not just why did this go wrong? But why did I assume it would go right? What if? This unlocks imagination and possibilities. What if I tried a completely different approach? How? This shifts focus to action. How can I implement this plan more effectively? These 3 simple words can revolutionize your thinking process. Every day we are bombarded with bits of information. A critical thinker's superpower is the ability to connect these disparate pieces of information into a cohesive, logical understanding, much like assembling a puzzle. You hear a news report about rising inflation. A reactive thinker might simply panic. A logical thinker, however, would start asking questions and connecting dots. What are the contributing factors to this inflation? Is it supply chain issues, increased consumer demand, government spending, or global events? How does this inflation affect my personal finances and investments? This process transforms mere facts into actionable insight. Our minds love shortcuts, leading us to overgeneralize. If you have one negative experience with a particular type of business, say a car repair shop, you might conclude all mechanics are untrustworthy. Logical thinking reminds us that each situation, each person, each business is unique, and we should not draw sweeping conclusions from limited data. After a bad experience with a particular airline where your luggage was lost, you might vow never to fly that airline again, or even think all airlines are incompetent. A logical approach would involve understanding if it was an isolated incident, a systemic issue, or a common risk across all airlines, rather than letting one event color all future perceptions. True wisdom is not about choosing between logic and emotion, it is about integrating them. Logic provides the map, the data, the calculated risks. Emotion provides the compass, the values, the why behind our actions, and warns us of potential dangers based on past experiences. Ignoring either leaves you incomplete. Consider a major life decision like moving to a new city for a job. Analyses salary, cost of living, career growth opportunities, school districts. Considers leaving family and friends, the excitement of a new beginning, fear of the unknown, the feel of the city itself during a visit. A balanced decision involves acknowledging both sets of data. You might logically determine the job is a fantastic opportunity, but your gut feeling might tell you the city isn't the right cultural fit for you. Understanding this interplay leads to decisions that are not only sound but also personally fulfilling and sustainable. In our highly argumentative society, people often focus on winning a debate rather than understanding the truth. Critical thinking shifts the goal from being right to genuinely understanding what is right. When you listen with the intent to understand, not just to respond, your mind opens up to new connections and deeper insights. During a family discussion about a sensitive topic, instead of preparing your rebuttal while someone else is speaking, try to genuinely listen and ask clarifying questions like, can you help me understand why you feel that way? Or what experiences led you to that conclusion? This approach fosters understanding, not just argument. To make critical thinking a part of your daily life, dedicate a few minutes each day to consciously asking questions about your experiences, thoughts, and feelings. What did I learn today? What challenged me and why? Could I see this situation from a different perspective? When you encounter strong opinions, including your own, pause and ask, is this truly a fact, or is it an interpretation? What evidence supports this? What evidence might contradict it? When you see a headline on social media, instead of sharing it, immediately try to find another reliable source to confirm it. Ask yourself, why might this headline be misleading? Force yourself to argue against your own strong opinions. If you believe this idea is terrible, spend 5 minutes thinking about why it could be a good idea. This mental exercise broadens your perspective. Practice mindfulness to recognize your emotions without letting them hijack your rational thought. When you feel a strong emotion, do not suppress it. Instead, acknowledge it. I am feeling frustrated right now. Then ask, what is this emotion trying to tell me? How can I use this information with my logic to make a better decision? Actively seek out diverse information. Read different news sources, listen to podcasts with varying viewpoints, engage in conversations with people who think differently than you. The more varied your input, the richer your understanding, and the less likely you are to fall into bias traps. Use what-if questions to unleash your imagination and explore possibilities beyond your current limitations. What if I wasn't afraid of failure? What would I try? What if I approached this problem from a completely different industry? Is perspective. Remember, critical thinking isn't it about being perfectly rational all the time or stifling your feelings. It is about building a bridge between your logical mind and your emotional intelligence. It is about continuous self-improvement and intellectual curiosity. It is the art of questioning, connecting, and understanding the world with greater depth and clarity. So, the next time life throws a complex situation your way, do not just react. Do not just follow the crowd or your immediate gut feeling. Instead, pause. Look through your mind as filter. Understand its biases, listen to its emotions, and then with a thoughtful smile ask yourself, why not me? What if I can? How can I make this my new reality? Because the world does not change your lens for seeing, it does. And when you master that lens, you become the author of your own story, making informed choices that lead to a life of purpose and profound understanding. Thank you.